G'day, welcome back. We've got a special edition of Badger News today. As you know, I live in New Zealand and had a wee bit of a shake last night and it kind of sucked a lot. But yeah, we're safe, friends and family are all safe. We've had no damage at all, which we've been very lucky. A lot of people have had a lot of damage, lost their houses, stuck with no sewers, no water, no anything else. So thoughts for them. Pretty scary time at the moment. But yeah, the quake was about an hour north of us. It's actually pretty much bang on the place we used to live, and all of that is kind of pretty munted, pretty messed up. But yeah, it's amazing. Being woken up at midnight with whole house shaking, and it just went on and on and on, and didn't let up for a full 2 minutes, and you see your house shaking, your doors swinging for 2 whole minutes. It's not nice, and if you've never felt an earthquake before, or a big earthquake before, they're pretty terrifying because you've got nowhere to go. It's you can't walk away from whatever's happening. You're stuck in the middle of it until it stops, and yeah, what do you do? And being midnight, pitch black, we didn't actually know where the earthquake was. The last big earthquake took out the whole of Christchurch, which is 40 minutes south of us, so it took a few minutes to actually find out that this one was about an hour north of us, or 40 minutes to an hour north of us, and not quite so densely populated area, but even so, it's wiped out a lot of road bridges and the whole highway from just north of us all the way up to the top of the islands. Out of action, there's big slips across the whole thing. It's going to be out for weeks, if not months, before the road opens up again, which is kind of crazy because we only actually got kind of 3 main ways to get north here, 2 on this side of the country, 1 on the west coast. So yeah, not a lot of fun. Initially we were just going to ride it out at home. We've got all our stuff at home. We've got gas cookers, we've got food that we keep prepared, we've got spare baby food, we've got everything we need. But then we started hearing tsunami sirens going off, and we're about 4 kilometres from the beach, so we thought, we're getting out of here, we're going to go spend some time with family in town. They've got a new baby, so they probably appreciated the company. But yeah, then it all kind of sucked a bit. Very long night anyway, not a lot of sleep. Today's been quite hard. We had a baby who slept all night, and we were up all night, and then now trying to catch up on all of that, so that's been no fun. But yeah, it just makes you realise just how unprepared you can be for these kind of things. We've been pretty good. We had some water, we had some food. Well, we had food, if you like, tin spaghetti. We had about 20 tins of tin spaghetti for this. We hadn't finished stocking up our emergency supplies. We're going to do that now, but we always had 4 or 5 weeks of baby food just in case, because we live on a rock at the bottom of the world. So yeah. But yeah, it just makes you realise that you do need to think about these things, that stuff happens, and it could have been so different. We were pretty lucky, we were incredibly lucky. No one was hurt, nothing even fell over in our house, which if you'd felt it, you'd think it would. I had one of the cars was on jack stands in the workshop, and I was dreading going to look at it this morning because I was pretty sure it was going to be on the floor, but it was still standing. Remarkable. But yeah, we're going to put some thought and work into our emergency plan. Get a grab bags ready for next time anything like this happens, because it's going to happen. And yeah, we've been rocking out with big shakes for the rest of today, and the tsunami warnings have all been lifted, but one of the rivers just up here has burst its banks because of a slip that's kind of filled it full of rocks, and that's going to start barreling down the road at some point. But yeah, so we're safe, everyone I know is safe. The best thing we saw, I don't use Facebook very much, but on Facebook it kind of created this call it an event. It's called it the Christchurch earthquake, and you could mark yourself as safe, which actually turned out to be fantastic, because over kind of half an hour, a lot of our friends started marking themselves as safe, and we know where these people live, so you could start to see what areas are kind of come through okay. So you kind of gradually build a picture of what's going on, and look at Twitter, whatever that is, and see all these pictures and bits and information, and it's amazing how quickly you could actually work out what was going on here and where it was. And on the surface, we've all been pretty lucky. Obviously two people died, which is sad, and a lot of people have lost houses and stuff that can be replaced. But yeah, so take our message: be prepared, have a plan, look after your families. I actually got to meet some of our neighbours last night. Stood in the middle of the road at 3 in the morning, just as we were driving out. We said, see ya, we're going to stay with someone else. But it's good. It's kind of remarkable how people come together and look out for each other. I say, take it easy, take care, think about these things. I know my buddy Thomas, CXO VCDS, he lives in British Columbia, and he says they've been waiting for a big quake. Well, you never know when it's going to come. Our last big one was in Christchurch. Christchurch was never on the map to have any kind of earthquake. It was always supposed to be Wellington, the capital. But Christchurch got decimated. And this quake was bigger than that, but it just happened to be at night. And it just happened to be a place where like 4 people and 500,000 cows live, so we're all pretty lucky. But anyway, stay safe, take care, be prepared. See you later.